secret societies have flourished throughout history, and count founding fathers and royals among their ranks. Members, most often men, have been tapped to join the Knights Templar, the Freemasons, the Bavarian Illuminati, Skull and Bones, and Bilderberg. The allure of secret societies is part mystery, part legend. Conspiracy theories have surrounded them for centuries, with rumors of groups like the Illuminati being linked to everything from the French Revolution to the assassination of JFK. But it's important to separate fact from fiction. Here are the real stories behind history's most exclusive secret societies. We have exclusive content for you, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updated and entertaining content. Just one click on the bell icon and stay with us. Now, let's begin with the 10 most secret societies who run the world. Number 10. The Knights Templar. The Knights Templar were warriors dedicated to protecting Christian pilgrims to the Holy Land during the Crusades. The military order was founded around year 1118 when Hugues de Payens, a French knight, created the Poor Fellow Soldiers of Christ in the Temple of Solomon, or the Knights Templar for short. Headquartered at Temple Mount in Jerusalem, members pledged to live a life of chastity, obedience, and poverty, abstaining from gambling, alcohol, and even swearing. The Knights Templar were known for more than their military prowess and moral lifestyle. They became one of the most wealthy and powerful forces in Europe after setting up a bank that allowed pilgrims to deposit money in their home countries and withdraw it in the Holy Land. Number 9. The Freemasons. The Freemasons loom large in American history. After all, 13 of the 39 men who signed the U.S. Constitution were Masons. Founding fathers like George Washington, James Monroe, Benjamin Franklin, John Hancock, and Paul Revere all counted themselves as members of the fraternal order. But who are the Freemasons? The Freemasons can trace their roots to the Middle Ages in Europe, a time when most craftsmen were organized into local guilds. Cathedral builders, by nature of their profession, had to travel from city to city. They identified one another via signs of their trade, like the Builder's Square and compass in Freemasonry's now iconic symbol. Number 8. The Grand Orange Lodge. The Grand Orange Lodge, known more commonly as the Orange Order, got its name from Prince William III, the Prince of Orange, and was founded after the Battle of the Diamond outside a small village in modern-day Northern Ireland called Loughgall. Its purpose was to protect Protestants, and that's why, in the year 1849, the Lord Lieutenant of Ireland, George William Frederick Villiers, captured the ire of Dublin's Waterford News for supporting the society. The paper wrote, Lord Clarendon has been holding communication with an illegal society in Dublin for upwards of 10 days. The Grand Orange Lodge, with its secret signs and passwords, has been plotting with His Excellency during the whole of that period. Number 7. The Independent Order of Odd Fellows. Perhaps one needs to be a member of the altruistic and friendly society known as the Independent Order of Odd Fellows to know for sure when the club first started. But the first written record of the order comes in the year 1812, and it references George IV. Even before he was named Prince Regent of the United Kingdom, George IV had been a member of the Freemasons, but as the story goes, when he wanted a relative of his to be admitted to the society without having to endure the lengthy initiation process, the request was emphatically denied. George IV left the order, declaring he would establish a rival club. According to a history of the Independent Order of Odd Fellows, published by the Philadelphia Evening Telegraph in the year 1867, the official website of the order, however, traces the club's origins all the way back to the year 1066. Number 6. The Knights of Pythius. The Knights of Pythius was founded by Justice H. Rathbone, a government employee in Washington, D.C., in the year 1864. He felt there was a moral need for an organization that practiced brotherly love, which would make sense, seeing as the country was in the midst of the Civil War. The name is a reference to the Greek legend of Damon and Pythias, the Pythagorean ideal of friendship. All of its founding members worked for the government in some capacity, and it was the first fraternal order to be chartered by an act of Congress, the order's official website writes. The Knights of Pythias colors are blue, yellow, and red. Blue signifies friendship, yellow charity, and red benevolence. The North Carolina Evening Chronicle wrote in a special edition celebrating the 50th anniversary of the club in the year 1914. Number 5. The Ancient Order of United Workmen. John Jordan of Church and 13 others in Meadville, Pennsylvania, founded the Ancient Order of United Workmen in the year 1868, with the goal of bettering conditions for the working class. Like the Foresters, it set up protections for its members. Initially, should a member die, all brothers of the order contributed $1 to a member's family. That number would eventually be capped at $2,000. The Ancient Order of United Workmen is no longer around, but its legacy continues, as the order unintentionally created a new kind of insurance that would influence other fraternal groups to add an insurance provision in their constitutions. Number 4. The Patriotic Order Sons of America. The Patriotic Order Sons of America dates back to the early days of the American Republic, according to its official website, following in the footsteps of the Sons of Liberty. The Order of United Americans and Guards of Liberty, the Patriotic Sons of America, which later added the word order to its name, became one of the most progressive, most popular, most influential as well as strongest patriotic organizations in the United States in the early 20th century, the Allentown leader wrote in the year 1911. How progressive the order actually was is up to interpretation. In 1891, the Sons of America refused to delete the word white in its constitution, defeating a proposition that would allow black men to apply. Today, the order opens its membership up to all native-born or naturalized American male citizens, 16 years and older, who believe in their country and its institutions, who desire to perpetuate free government, and who wish to encourage a brotherly feeling among Americans, to the end that we may exalt our country, to join with us in our work of fellowship and love. Number 3. The Molly Maguires. In the 1870s, 24 foremen and supervisors in the coal mines of Pennsylvania were assassinated. The suspected culprit, members of the secret society, the Molly Maguires, an organization with Irish origins, brought to the United States by Irish immigrants. The Maguires likely got its name because members used women's clothing as a disguise, while allegedly carrying out its illegal acts, which also included arson and death threats. The group was finally undone by a mole, planted by the famed Pinkerton Detective Agency, which was hired by the mining companies to investigate the group. In a series of criminal trials, 20 Maguires were sentenced to death by hanging. The Order of the Sons of St. George, another secret organization, which was founded in the year 1871 to oppose the Maguires, also appears to have vanished. Number 2. The Improved Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks of the World. In 1907, the Seattle Republican reported on the Order of Elks, writing that it is claimed by members and officers that it is one of the most thriving secret societies among Afro-Americans of this city. According to the nonprofit African American Registry, the fraternal order was founded in Cincinnati, Ohio, in the year 1899. After 2 black men were denied admission to the Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks of the World, which is still popular today and, despite questions raised on discriminative practices, now allows any American citizen, 21 years or older, who believes in God, to be invited to join its ranks. Number 1. The Ancient Order of the Foresters. Known today as Foresters Friendly Society, the Ancient Order of the Foresters was initially established in 1834, according to the Society's website, albeit under a slightly different name. The Ancient Order was created before state health insurance began in England, so the club offered sick benefits to its working-class members. In 1874, the American and Canadian branches left the Ancient Order and set up the Independent Order of the Foresters. Candidates looking to be admitted to the club had to pass an examination by a competent physician, who was himself bound by his connection with the order. The Boston Weekly Globe wrote in the year 1879. The Society still provides insurance policies today for its members, who also engage in a variety of community service activities. The Order is just one of many clandestine organizations that exist today. Though the popularity of these secret clubs peaked in the 18th and 19th centuries, writes Noah Shachman for Wired. Back then, many of these societies served as safe spaces for open dialogue about everything, from academia to religious discourse, removed from the restrictive eye of the church and state. These were the 10 most secret societies who run the world. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you can join our squad and be a part of the channel. Thanks for watching the video.